Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, paintball world, paintball community. This is Signpimp from COBRA Paintball in Houston, Texas. I just wanted to go over some stuff. We just had a game in up near Dallas, Texas. What's up, family paintball? It was the Texas Triple Threat in 7 Points, Texas. And I just wanted to say a few things after the game, and because we get a lot of questions out there on the field. We have lots of teams that run with us. We love running with as many people as we can. This event was another special event by Viper. It was great. Went off flawless. The park was excellent. The staff there was great. The registration was great. I mean, it was a great event. My first time there, Cobra's first time there. I think it was Viper's first time producing a game there. But we really enjoyed it. So one of the things I want to talk about, one of the things that COBRA does to prepare for a new field, and hopefully you guys can take away from this some stuff that could help your team out, because these are things that we prepare for when we're going to a field that we've never been at. So first of all, we try to get there early. That's one of our big things. We try to come in on Friday morning. The game is Saturday and Sunday, so we want to try to get there Friday morning, Friday afternoon, so that we can actually get on the field and walk the field. If not the whole field, at least part of it, and see some of the objectives. And for this event, Viper put out a map, and he's really good at that. For his events, he usually has a map ready for us, and so that helped. I guess What's Up Family, they already had a map of sorts with the trails mapped out. The trail system was pretty intense. It was, I think, about 35 to 40 acres playable. The park is bigger than that, but that was the actual playable paintball field. One of the neat things about it was they had a series of bridges. I think there was 6 bridges altogether, and the way the trail system is, it's not just straight through. It winds around and makes you go. If you follow the trail, you're going to go in a way that's not a direct route. So you get turned around very easy, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because it was interesting. There were many objectives that it seems like they're just right over there. It's probably 200 yards away, but you can't just go straight through. You have to go wind around the trail if you're going to go the trail. You don't go the trail, you go straight through, and you get lost. At night, it was insane. It was great night play. We loved it. COBRA loves playing at night. So the map helped us a lot. Another big thing that we do is, we've done this since day one, we use radios. And there's all kinds of radios out there. But in particular, we use VHF radios. I see a lot of people that go by the standard GMRS radio that you pick up at your favorite sporting goods store or Walmart, and the problem is those radios have a limited range, especially in an environment like the woods. So they're a little bit underpowered, and with all the foliage and the terrain, the range just isn't as good. So COBRA recommends a good VHF radio. There's many brands out there, and there's for everybody's budget. The other great thing about a VHF radio is if it's a decent radio, you program these to your frequencies. So it doesn't matter the brand. It can be these two in particular are my most current ones that I use. This is a Baofeng Tech, and this is a Pusheng. They're both made overseas. This is a Pusheng 888, a PX 888, and this is a UV5R. This one in particular that I bought is one that's sold on Amazon. The Baofeng. This is kind of this is probably the most popular one right now because of all the features. It's the one in particular that I got is serviced by Baofeng Tech USA. There's many different outlets you can get the Baofeng from. ranging from about $25 all the way up to $65. I went for the more expensive $65 one, and that's because it comes with the American firmware. It's a little bit different, a little bit less buggy. The power on this one is a little bit more. The standard is I believe a 2 watt and 4 watt, a low and a high power, or maybe a 1 watt and a 4 watt. The one for the USA it goes up to 5 watt, so you got a little more power, a little more range. Also, the battery is a larger battery capacity. You can also buy more batteries on Amazon and eBay and whatnot. But this in particular, I run this all day long, leave it on, I don't turn it off, and it goes easily. I want to say about 14 hours. And then this past event, I didn't even charge it overnight, so it went 14 hours straight. I turned it off, got up in the morning, and it ran for another 4 hours. So 18 hours, that's pretty good. My pushing, same thing. This one gets great range. This is, I believe, a 4 watt radio. They talk to each other perfectly. I do get a longer range with this Baofeng. I've tested it here in the streets, actually. I say in the streets, from one house to another house. I want to say it's about it was about 2.9 miles, and with the Baofeng, no problem receiving and sending. With the pushing, I could receive, but he wasn't getting necessarily all of my answers. So that right there tells you that the radio picked up, the receiver picked up. However, the transmit just wasn't quite enough, and was through neighborhoods, houses, buildings, and that's pretty good. One of the functions that I like about the Baofeng, and that's why I'm doing this, so you can see the differences. One of the functions that I like about this radio is you can set this on 2 channels. So if you have a command structure, you can have your team on channel 1 and maybe the command on channel 2, and you can monitor that at the same time. And it has a button on here that you can press to transmit back, either A or B. You put it on lock mode, and then there's no issues with that. One of the other things I like about this radio, that it has a built-in flashlight, and that it was awesome this past event, because I didn't know the field. I didn't want to take a big flashlight, but this little LED, I could put my finger over it, use that, and I could see my map, and without giving away my position. If you're lost, just take your finger off. It does strobe mode also, and that's great. One of the other things this radio does, it has an FM receiver, and actually that's FM radio, 94.5. If you're bored and want to listen to the radio, so that's kind of neat. You can also program this from the keypad as well. The pushing. This model, this is the PX888. It does not do the dual channel, the 2-channel listening. It can only do 1 at a time. I heard that there is some models that can monitor 2 channels, but not this one. They do both have a earpiece feature on the side. It's a standard Kenwood 2-prong earpiece system. I don't use that. I like actually holding the radio. My ears sweat a lot, my head sweats, my hair sweats, and the earpieces just fall out. This one also has an FM radio function. It also locks. I will say this about the 2 radios. A lot of people really like this Baofeng, and mainly it's because of the price, and I can't blame them, because this pushing I bought, it cost me almost $100. But that was 5 years ago or so. So I like that it's very durable. I've had this about 5 years. It's been run over. The buttons on the bottom here are starting to wear out. The paint is wearing off of them, and that's because of how I put it in my vest. I wear it inside of a radio pouch. I just wear it like that and I run around. The Baofeng, same thing. after only using this for 3 times, I've had this about not even 6 months yet, and my paint's already wearing off the buttons. So I'm not very happy with that. That's disappointing. But again, it always goes back to you get what you pay for. Before this, we were using Motorola's. Unfortunately, the support ran out on those, and that's why we started looking out for other ones. We've used a Motorola in the past. We've used Kenwoods, and I still have my Kenwoods. We use a knockoff Kenwood, and we can program those to work with these as well. So I've had good success, but the main thing is VHF. Get a VHF radio. It'll make your day so much better when you're in contact with your people, because when you get shot out and you go back to reinsert in a field like this, 40 acres, who knows where they're at. This is how you find them. Radio, communication. This is everything. People ask us all the time, how are we so effective? Communication. That's one of the biggest things. So if you have a big team, I strongly suggest look into getting radios. Look into getting your guy, every man getting a radio. And if he goes to a different team, he can use it with their frequencies. You program these on a Windows laptop, and it's very simple. We have for us, we have a file, hook up the next one, and it just flashes the frequencies. It takes a few minutes. It's a great tactical element that we use to the fullest, as well as keeping in touch with your commander. So like me, these are my personal radios. I have about 5 radios. I use them at work as well. When I go camping, I use them with my children, my wife. There's many more uses than just paintball. So it's a good investment if you're going to actually hold on to them and use them. And then when we go to the paintball field, we always make sure that we give command staff a radio that they can keep in touch with us, so they can call us up. COBRA, I need you guys to run a mission, because that's ultimately that's what we're there for. We are a mission running team. We like running missions. That's the fun of the game. Trying to get into the moment, get into the game, understand the game, run the missions, use your tactics, and have lots of fun. So, like I said, if you guys want to come out and hang out with us, we'll be at TXR Paintball, Cypress, Texas, April 7th, 8th, 9th. Come on by, say hello, say what's up, take a selfie with us. We'll be glad to talk to you. Again, big shout out to our sponsor, GI Sports, Pro Edge Paintball. Go check out ProEdgePaintballTV.com. I think he's got a YouTube channel. Go check out his YouTube channel. Check out our YouTube channel, Cobra Layer. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Make comments below. I'll try to answer whatever I can for you. Till next time, Signpimp signing out.